winter storm continues to blast western New York, we've been reaching out to leaders all across the area, making sure that they're keeping everybody safe and passing along whatever they need us to.
So we want to check in with Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown, who's live by phone this morning. Mayor Brown, good morning to you. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate it. Give us an idea of what you're dealing with right now in the city of Buffalo and perhaps certain areas that are harder hit than others.
So in the city of Buffalo, we've had a foot plus of snow since yesterday. We're expecting upwards of another foot of snow today. High wind gusts, blowing and drifting snow, sometimes causing whiteout conditions, sub-zero temperatures. Our crews have been out, though. They've been working around the clock plowing. We now have 45 city vehicles that are out plowing and another 6 state vehicles that are plowing. I want to thank Governor Andrew Cuomo in the state, County Executive Mark Polencars in the county. We've been coordinating very closely our response to this storm. Our plowing priority is the main, secondaries, and hospital routes. Keeping those open is critically important, and our crews are doing a really good job. No unnecessary travel in the city of Buffalo. And for the most part, we're seeing a lot of cooperation with that.
And you know, Mayor Brown, we know that the governor is coming to western New York, expecting to speak to us around 9:30. What does it tell you about the storm and the magnitude here?
Well, it's a storm that shouldn't be taken lightly. It's been very unpredictable. It's dumped a lot of snow in this community throughout the western New York region. This is a storm that is having impacts all across the northeastern part of the United States and beyond, and we have to be very serious about how we deal with it. We can't take it lightly, and the governor's presence indicates how serious this storm is.
And we're also hearing about some cars that are actually driving into snow ditches and snow banks and, of course, spinning out on the highways. I know we were just getting a picture in from 7 Eyewitness News reporter Twila Nugent. This is right off the Niagara Street exit. And Mayor Brown, I don't know if you are in front of a TV, but let me describe the picture for you. This SUV of sorts is just nose down in the ditch. Talk about how important it is for drivers to heed that travel advisory and, frankly, stay off the roads.
Yeah, it's critically important for drivers to stay off the road. If you don't have to go to work, if you don't have to go to a medical appointment, stay home. There's no reason to be out today. The driving is very difficult. It's dangerous. There are some icy slick spots throughout the roadways. So we're encouraging everyone to stay home. There has been good cooperation. But just one driver doing the wrong thing could be catastrophic.
Yeah, a very good point there.
Yeah, we're seeing a number of accidents, as we heard from Erie County a little bit earlier, on the 90, the 33, and the 290, nothing serious. But we're also hearing about a larger accident of sorts right near the 190, between William and the 190 as you're coming in from Cheektowaga.
Mayor Brown, are there any particular areas that you think people need to be especially careful of? We always talk about the Skyway this time. We know it's closed down, but are there any areas that maybe you've talked to Buffalo Police, they've had some concerns with it all in particular?
Well, certainly you mentioned the Skyway. The Buffalo Police temporarily closed it yesterday because of accidents. The state has now come in and closed the Skyway. Furman Boulevard is closed. That's another area where we see a lot of truck traffic and vehicles can back up. Other than that, we're not seeing at this point a lot of problems in the city of Buffalo. We're asking people to follow the winter parking regulations so that we can get into the residential streets and plow them to the best of our ability with the high wind gusts and the blowing snow. Again, crews are out. They're working hard. Our emergency operations center has been open since yesterday morning. That's staffed with fire personnel, police, Public Works, all working together to make sure that our residents, any visitors, people working in the city of Buffalo are safe. Our major priority is the health and safety of people in our community.
And Mayor Brown, just briefly, I know a lot of people are wondering about when the plows are going to get to them. Is there any timeline for those residential streets to be plowed just yet?
No real timeline. Yesterday, because of the number of state vehicles that were in working on our mains, there were up to as many as 15 state vehicles with operators yesterday. We were able to get into the residential streets, but now expecting maybe as much as another foot of snow today. We're back on the mains and secondaries and hospital routes. Those are the highest priority for plowing. So people just need to be patient, and they need to follow the winter parking regulations on their streets.
A lot of people wondering why there's no travel ban in place. We were hearing from Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz on Twitter. He was saying a little bit earlier that there's no travel ban throughout Erie County, just a travel advisory because there's no state of emergency. And it's only until a state of emergency that they could issue that travel advisory. After the state of emergency, they can put a ban in place. Important to note once again that there is a travel advisory in place for all of Erie County, the city of Buffalo, Lackawanna, Amherst, and Niagara County. They're saying no unnecessary travel. As a result, we've seen a lot of cars off the road and some pretty serious accidents.
A number of accidents, and interestingly, yesterday we had 6.4 inches of snow at the airport. That was a new record amount for the date. We're already over 5 inches for today. We should set a new record for today for snow, and now we're the 5th snowiest January on record.
Well, we want to say a thank you to Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown, who was joining us this morning. Thank you for taking time, for speaking with us, and for getting all of the information out to everyone.
Yeah, we certainly
You're welcome, Katie and Ed.
Of course, we should point out that the governor is going to be speaking with Erie County Executive Mark Poloncarz live on our air at 9:30, just about an hour from now. We're going to take that live, and just to kind of give you an idea